The galaxy was ancient. Civilizations had risen and fallen for millions of years, and every great power learned to watch carefully for new species crawling toward the stars. The Galactic Council had one rule: never let a dangerous race grow unchecked. When Earth's first signals began leaking into the void, radio, television, then satellites. Eyes turned toward the small blue planet. At first it seemed harmless. The humans were still crawling on their world, divided by borders and wars. They had no faster-than-light drive, no real weapons for interstellar war. But something about them felt wrong. The Council voted. Scouts would be sent. Silent ships, cloaked in shadows, would orbit Earth. Their task was simple: watch, study, and decide. The first scout vessel, the Saravan, drifted into Earth's orbit in the year the humans called 1961. Its crew of 10 recorded transmissions scanned the planet and whispered their findings back to the Council. And then, silence. No distress call, no explosion, no fading signal. One moment they were there, the next, gone. The Council thought perhaps it was an accident. Space was full of dangers: meteors, radiation, engine failure. So they sent another, the Vares. It too vanished. A third ship followed, then a fourth, then a fifth. Every scout sent to Earth disappeared without trace. The galaxy grew uneasy. Rumors spread among the younger species. Perhaps the humans are not what they seem. Perhaps their world is protected. Perhaps Earth devours those who come too close. The elders of the Council dismissed such talk. Superstition, they said. There must be a rational explanation. But they no longer sent scouts lightly. Earth became a shadowed place, a mystery. The fear grows generations past. Humans walked on their moon, built stations in orbit, sent probes into the darkness. Each step made the Council more uneasy. They wanted to know more, yet none dared approach openly. Finally, a coalition of powerful races demanded answers. The Korath, proud and warlike, declared, "We will send a fleet of scouts, not one ship, but 10. They will observe together. Let us see if this world still devours what comes near." So 10 ships departed, cloaked and silent, slipping into the Sol system. They spread out, watching Earth from different angles, certain that numbers would protect them. For 3 days, their reports flowed. Humans were launching rockets, exploring space with machines, arguing endlessly on their transmissions. Nothing seemed unusual. On the 4th day, the reports faltered. On the 5th, silence. 10 ships gone. No trace. No wreckage. No signal. Panic spread in the Council. 100 theories rose. Some said Earth's gravity well hid weapons. Some said the humans had help from an older, hidden race. Others whispered that Earth itself was alive, a trap in the void. But none could explain the truth. What the scouts saw, the last report of the Vares, recovered years later from a faint echo in subspace, told a fragment of the story. They had been orbiting Earth, cloaked, invisible to human eyes, yet the humans looked up. Whole crowds gathered in their cities, pointing at the sky. They could not see the ship, and yet they felt it. "Something is watching us," one human child had said, recorded through their microphones. Up there. The crew grew nervous. How could a primitive child sense them when their cloaking was perfect? That night, the stars themselves seemed to shift. A shadow rose from Earth. Not metal, not machine, but something vast and old, hidden beneath oceans and soil. A structure older than the pyramids, older than humanity itself. And then the recording ended. The Council's dilemma. By the time humans built their first true starship, the galaxy had placed Earth under quarantine. No contact, no trade, no interference. The fear was too deep. Species who once roamed every corner of space avoided the Sol system like a cursed star. But the humans noticed. They sent signals out, friendly and eager, but no one answered. Their ships entered the void but found only silence. And still the missing scouts haunted every council chamber. At last, a desperate alliance formed. The Draylen, a cautious species of scholars, argued that ignorance was more dangerous than knowledge. If humanity is truly a threat, we must know. If not, then fear is foolishness. We will send one last mission. The council resisted, but the Draylen were stubborn. They built their finest scout ship, the Orvanes, crewed by veterans armed with every sensor known. Their mission was simple: enter Earth's orbit, observe, and return alive. The Orvanes jumped to Sol. They never came back. But unlike the others, one fragment of their black box survived. It carried a final image burned into the void. Not of human weapons, not of fleets, not of machines. The image showed Earth itself. And above it, countless shadows, human shapes standing in the void without ships, without air, staring directly into the scouts' cameras. And then darkness. The truth revealed. The galaxy recoiled. What did it mean? How could fragile humans stand in space itself? Were they illusions or something older than flesh? Some whispered of an ancient truth. Humanity was not rising for the first time. They were returning. Perhaps Earth is their cradle and their tomb, said one elder. Perhaps they fell once before, and what we see now is their awakening. The council buried the records, but fear cannot be silenced. Whispers spread in the underworld, in the hidden corners of trade routes. The words were always the same. Scouts sent to watch Earth. Never seen again. Humanity steps forward. Decades later, human ships finally pierced the edge of the galaxy's guarded lanes. Their captains hailed other species with open hands, smiling, eager to trade and learn. But every world they visited fell silent when humans landed. Whole markets closed, streets emptied. No one would look them in the eye. The humans did not understand. Why do they fear us, they asked. But deep inside, some of them did know. The old stories whispered in Earth's myths, angels, watchers, beings who crossed the skies without ships. Those were not fantasies. They were memories. Humanity had always been more than prey, more than hunters. They were survivors of something older, something vast, and the galaxy had seen only a shadow of what they truly were. The ending in the chambers of the council, an argument raged. Some wanted to destroy Earth before it grew too strong. Others wanted to welcome them, hoping fear was only superstition. But an elder of the Rhinari, who had lived 10 lifetimes, spoke last. His voice was heavy with dread. We sent scouts, we sent fleets, we sent our finest. None returned, and now the humans come to us of their own will. Do you not see? They did not vanish because of weapons. They vanished because humanity let it be so. The chamber fell silent, and far away, above their little blue world, human ships cut through the stars with calm determination. They were no longer asking permission. They were coming, and the galaxy, trembling, finally understood. Scouts sent to watch Earth. The galaxy never saw them again, because humanity had always been watching back.